Traveling back in time to 1959, a simple black and white striped swimsuit doll appears at the New York Toy Fair. She costs only $3, but within minutes, toy buyers realize this isn't just another doll. It's the beginning of a phenomenon. Welcome to Industria, where we uncover the fascinating processes behind the manufacturing of items inside the factories. So grab your snacks and let's go. Her name was Barbie, but behind Barbie's glamorous image lies one of the most precise and fascinating manufacturing operations in the toy industry. Every 3 seconds, a Barbie is sold. By the time you finish this video, around 100 new Barbies will have found a home. Barbie was born out of a moment of inspiration. Ruth Handler, co-founder of Mattel, was traveling in Europe in the 1950s when she discovered a German doll called Build Lily. Unlike baby dolls, Lily had an adult woman's body. Ruth noticed her daughter Barbara loved pretending with paper dolls, imagining herself as grown-up characters. She had an idea. What if there were a doll that let children imagine their future selves? She redesigned Lily, gave her a new identity, and named her Barbie after her daughter. When Barbie made her debut at the New York Toy Fair on March 9, 1959, she wore a black and white striped swimsuit and sported a high ponytail. She was priced at just $3, but she represented something priceless: possibility. A possibility of being mass-produced. That meant turning this bold new idea into a reliable product that could be manufactured by the millions. From the very beginning, Barbie wasn't just about play, she was about precision. And that precision begins long before any plastic is melted, right at the design stage. But here's a question. How did $3 dolls evolve into a product that has sold over 1 billion dolls worldwide? The answer lies in the fascinating world of Barbie manufacturing. Barbie starts with an idea, a spark on a designer's sketch pad, just like all other doll manufacturers. Whether Barbie is an astronaut, a doctor, a celebrity, or a cultural role model, artists at Mattel's design studios create her next appearance. Dozens of sketches may be created before one is chosen. Once approved, that design is transformed into a prototype. In Barbie's early years, these prototypes were carefully sculpted by hand, often from clay or wax. These days, the procedure is accelerated by contemporary technologies. To make prototypes come to life, designers employ sophisticated 3D modeling software and even 3D printing devices. A critical stage in Barbie's manufacturing is that Barbie must adhere to her signature height of about 11.5 inches while still allowing room for realistic clothing, hairstyling, and articulation. Every detail, from the curve of her smile to the tilt of her chin, is scrutinized. And here's the open loop. How do those carefully designed digital and clay prototypes transform into millions of identical dolls around the globe? The answer lies in the next step: materials and molding. At the heart of Barbie is plastic. The most common materials used are PVC, or polyvinyl chloride, for the body and head, and ABS, or acrylonitrile butadiene styrene, for harder parts that require rigidity. Factories in China, Indonesia, and Malaysia are responsible for most of Barbie's production. These plastics arrive at the factory as tiny pellets. Once delivered, they are carefully filtered and colored, and are then melted down and injected into massive steel molds. Mattel uses tens of thousands of tons of plastic each year to keep up with Barbie demand. Imagine a mountain of plastic being melted, injected, and cooled every single day for years. It's a staggering supply chain, ensuring enough material to meet a demand where a Barbie is sold every 3 seconds. Now comes the magic moment. The melted ABS plastic is injected into steel molds under extreme pressure. These molds are engineered with microscopic precision, down to the strands of Barbie's fingers and the curves of her face. Once cooled, out pops the raw form of Barbie: legs, arms, torso, and head, separate pieces waiting to be assembled. But here's a twist you may not know. Barbie's head is made from a softer vinyl plastic to allow for hair rooting later. This tiny detail, that you can brush her hair and style it, helped cement Barbie's global popularity. Mattel's factories can produce over 100,000 molded Barbie parts every single day to keep up with worldwide demand. The painting and detailing stage is where Barbie truly comes alive. Using high-tech pad printing machines, each facial feature is applied with remarkable precision. Eyes, eyebrows, lips, layer by layer, stroke by stroke. But automation is not the whole story. Skilled workers often add finishing touches by hand, ensuring Barbie's expression is perfectly balanced. A single Barbie face can require up to 7 separate paint applications just for the eyes alone. With millions of dolls produced annually, this means factories apply over 700 million tiny paint operations every year, a staggering level of artistry hidden behind a toy. One of Barbie's most iconic features is her long flowing hair. Each Barbie doll can have 100 to 150 individual hair plugs rooted into her head. Workers or machines thread synthetic hair fiber strand by strand and then heat seal it from the inside to keep it in place, from silky blondes to rainbow unicorn hair. Barbie's styles evolve with trends, but the meticulous process remains the same. Imagine the patience required. In a single day, one worker can root hair into hundreds of dolls, making this one of the most time-consuming stages of production. Now that Barbie is designed, molded, painted, and styled with hair, the next phase in the manufacturing process is the assembly line, where Barbie is put together. Arms snap into sockets, legs attach to torsos, and Barbie finally takes shape. But Mattel doesn't just build a doll, they engineer playability. Joints are tested thousands of times to ensure Barbie can bend, sit, and pose without breaking. Barbie wouldn't be Barbie without her fashion. Mattel employs entire design teams dedicated to clothing alone. Fabrics are cut, stitched, and tailored at a miniature scale. Barbie's wardrobe is so extensive that she has had over 1 billion fashion items produced. Such an extensive wardrobe makes her one of the world's largest fashion icons. Across all her fashion lines, Barbie has had over 1 billion outfits. But did you know she's also had over 200 careers? From an astronaut in 1965 to a computer engineer in 2010, Barbie has represented over 200 careers. We'll explore why this evolution matters in just a moment. Before Barbie is boxed, she faces the toughest test: quality control. Every batch is inspected for flaws in paint, hair, and clothing. Limbs are stress tested, joints bent back and forth, and colors checked under UV lights. According to Mattel, only dolls that meet international toy safety standards leave the factory floor. That means if even one eye is printed slightly off center, Barbie doesn't make it into your toy aisle. Barbie's head is tested in ovens, freezers, and even drop tests before leaving the factory. Finally, Barbie is dressed, styled, and placed into packaging that's just as carefully designed. Clear plastic windows show off the doll, while vibrant artwork tells her story. These boxes aren't just containers, they're marketing tools. After all, part of Barbie's charm has always been the presentation. With millions of dolls shipped globally, logistics play a massive role. Mattel distributes Barbie to over 150 countries, ensuring she remains a household name nearly everywhere. Now, let's close that open loop. How has Barbie changed over the years? In 1959, Barbie launched as a blonde, fashion-focused teen. But critics pointed out her unrealistic body proportions. By the 1980s, she was diversifying her roles by becoming a doctor, a pilot, and even a president. In 1980, Mattel introduced the first Black and Latina Barbies, making inclusivity part of the brand. Fast forward to 2016, Mattel unveiled fashionistas, a line with different body shapes: curvy, tall, and petite, responding to decades of criticism. And in 2023, Mattel reported that Barbie had taken on over 250 careers, from firefighters to robotics engineers. That means Barbie has had more jobs than the average person could ever dream of. Barbie's story has not always been all pink convertibles and dream houses. She was surrounded with drama and controversies. She has sparked protests, lawsuits, and even outright bans. In the early 2000s, Bratz nearly dethroned Barbie, leading to a billion-dollar courtroom battle. In Saudi Arabia, Barbie was banned in 2003 for being too Western. And back home, critics argued her impossible figure promoted unrealistic beauty standards. Barbie has been at the center of culture wars for decades, and yet, somehow, she survived them all. From plastic pellets to a polished icon, Barbie is far more than a doll. She's been banned, sued, redesigned, and even accused of shaping beauty standards for generations. Yet despite the controversies, Barbie remains unstoppable, selling across more than 150 countries. She has had over 200 careers, worn over 1 billion outfits, and even broken auction records with diamond-studded editions worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. So here's the question. If one doll can survive scandals, lawsuits, and bans and remain a global icon for over 6 decades, what will Barbie become in the next 60 years? That answer might surprise us all. And there you go, how Barbie is made. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Industria. And if you're interested in finding out how the Boo Boo dolls are actually made, then you must check out the video on the channel. And let us know in the comments what stuff we should dive into next.